Okay, we're fishing for striped bass off of the Barnegat Lake, New Jersey. It's mid-November, and we found a scattered school, different pods of bass blowing up on Bunker, and we had Bunker all ready to go from fishing closer to shore, so we dropped some down and immediately hooked up with this nice bass here. We put it on the scale, and that one weighed 18 pounds. Um, there was a lot of fish blowing up on top, and we thought, it'd be more fun to catch one on a popper than drift and bunker. So we started throwing poppers to them, and we were getting a lot of follows, a lot of blow ups, and missed hookups before we actually landed one. And you can see right here, I think I'm about to get bit right there, and now the fish is off. But keep watching, because there's three nice bass following that plug in right to the boat. I know it's tough to see with the glare, but boom, you can see them right there, and you could see me getting frustrated and tossing back out, but they're gone. They were moving so fast, they were just gone. So here's my friend Scott. He's throwing a popper also. We're actually throwing poppers that we made ourselves. He's throwing like more of a traditional kind of a popper, and I'm throwing a pencil popper that I made. And you can see here they're following the lure, and they're kind of smacking at it, but not really taking it. And then boom, he just slammed it, and I'm on. And he's really fighting. He kind of pulled me around the boat a couple times. A fairly light rod. This is actually the first fish I caught on my new rod. I just got this rod in the mail a couple days before. It was the first time I fished it. It's the Trevally S rod in the medium light, and I really like it a lot. I have the casting version, and this is the spinning version that I bought because I like the casting one so much. More for vertical jigging than throwing plugs, but it did fine. It was fine throwing the pencil popper. And you can see that this fish right here, we put him on the scale. He was also 18 pounds. The first one was long and skinny. This guy was short and fat, but they both weigh the exact same. And you can see Scott is sort of trying to avoid the treble hooks there. And he's bringing them in. And it's a nice fish. And you can see that popper. It's unpainted. I just thought it looked cool. It's just a natural cedar. And it had a nice action. And I kind of saved my homemade ones for when it's just bass around, so I don't lose them to bluefish. So, all right, so here we're marking more fish on the bottom than were on top, and the ones on top are moving so fast. So we figured we'd send a couple bunker out there too. I have the bunker. You can see I have it. I'm using a balloon. I like to use that style and fish the whole water column. Have one bunker on a weight, one on a balloon, so you have one on top and one on the bottom. Here we just had to use the balloon because of these dogfish. There was so many dogfish. As soon as your bunker went down to the bottom with a weight, you'd have a dogfish chomping on it immediately. And they were so aggressive, they were coming right up to the surface like this, following it up to the top. So it was really impossible to fish a live bunker at the bottom where a lot of the bass were coming through. I did manage to get a few, though, on the hits anyway, on the balloon. It slowed way down. Later in the day, it got cloudy, and we decided to move in. We had a crab trap in the bay, and it was all filled with green crabs. So we picked that up, and we came back out to a wreck that's very close to shore, and it was covered up in tog. Most of the tog were small, like this one here, like 10 inches or something. But we did manage to get a couple keepers, and it was just a really nice day on the water with catching like multi-species.